Hey guys, finally we got a breakthrough. Hey guys, this is Marriage and Family Matters. I'm Sonia and this is my husband Brennan. Today we are here to tell you about we finally have our first Dave Ramsey convert.
That is correct. After years and years of bugging people to death about Dave Ramsey, and I mean really thoroughly bugging him, like,
You're really good at it too.
yeah, really good. Something that I'm just naturally good at. I don't want to brag. Well, I do. I'm just really good at bragging on Dave Ramsey. But anyway, we got our first real convert, and so today we're going to talk about that story and update you on some other things that have happened since the last time we did a video. So just to jump straight into it, I'm happy to announce, and I'm going to let her know that I'm talking about her. I'm not going to say her name, but we were able to convert my niece and her fiance to become Dave Ramsey followers. And this is a huge accomplishment because we tell everybody about Dave Ramsey. Absolutely everybody. Saturday we went to Home Depot and I was looking at some lawn furniture, and not lawn furniture, but some lawn equipment. And this guy asked me if I wanted to get a Home Depot credit card.
The door was open.
Really?
He had to walk in it.
Did he really just ask me that? So of course, I went into my spiel very proudly and probably snobbishly that we don't do credit. If it ain't cash, we ain't getting it. And so, anyway, that's a whole nother story. The guy proceeded to talk about how he knew Dave Ramsey and how he halfway followed Dave Ramsey. To me, that's almost like, are you halfway being faithful to your wife?
No.
I mean, you can't really...
You can't halfway do it.
You can't halfway do it. You either do it or you don't. Anyway, another story. I'll talk about that later maybe. But big deal is we were able to convert my niece and her fiance. And this is a big deal because they're very, very young. Mm-hmm. And she is 23 going on 24. And he is 24 going on 25. At their young age, with the little debt that they have, they could change their family tree. And so it started around the Christmas holidays. They came up for the holiday season. They spent Christmas with us. They already had started checking out some of our videos and stuff like that. And I think that they got to see how we lived and how we didn't have a whole lot of financial stress. And every chance we got, we talked about it. We talked about finances. We talked about budgeting. When we went grocery shopping, of course, when you get in my vehicle, the only thing you're going to listen to is Dave Ramsey. So they got in the car, and it was this, it was just playing in the background, subconsciously just hitting them over the head with Dave Ramsey. Every mile.
Those of you who are watching who have written in our car, you're laughing right now because you know it's true.
Mm-hmm. Yep, even got my mother-in-law with it. I don't play. We get it in. So, one of their gifts was the Total Money Makeover book that I got from one of my friends who, actually, this wasn't our first convert. Our friend was the first convert because she ended up getting out of debt before us.
That's right.
I went ahead and bought the Dave Ramsey book from her. She tried to. She gifted it to me. And I re-gifted that as a Christmas gift. I just exposed what I do, how I do my Christmas, like I re-gifted something. It's really bad, isn't it? Anyway, I went to a good cause.
It was a Dave Ramsey book, so that was like paying it forward.
It was paying it forward. So, gave it to my niece and her fiance, and I challenged them to read this book by a certain time. And that time was, I let them identify the time, and it was by the end of February. No, beginning of February. The incentive was to help them work on getting the house. Now, when I talk about getting the house, I'm talking about getting them the information on how to get a house the way we got our first home through our first time home buyers program through NACA. So they wanted to know about that, and I gave them the motivation. If you read this book, and can have a discussion with me about this book and follow some of the principles in the book, then we can sit down and start talking about that. And
And you told them that you weren't going to remind them
Yeah.
of when they were supposed to report back,
Mm-hmm.
and you weren't going to call and check in, but that you would just wait for them to call you to report back that they had read the book and they were ready to talk about it.
Yeah. And to my surprise, I think it was like February the 5th. I get a call. Well, before February the 5th, I got a call about helping with a budget. This was the first call, and this was the first thing that made me smile. I felt like I was becoming a dad again, right? We just had a financial baby. Just popped right out. Like, I felt so proud when they called and asked for help with the budget, and we sat down and we did the budget, and they looked at it, and you can see the eyes opening for the first time and seeing it. You can see them seeing the world. So that happened, but then they called again a couple weeks later, and they told me they had finished the book. And of course, I didn't believe them.
You did?
I didn't believe them. They're millennials. Millennials don't read. Right? They don't read. Unless it's off a website or a video game or a phone, they don't read.
Millennials, please don't be offended.
Be offended. They actually read this book, cover to cover. And so I asked them questions that only they could answer if they had read the book. Because I've read this book multiple times now. And, you know, I listened to all the podcasts, so I know the steps in and out. I know the book pretty much thoroughly. And they were able to answer books and talk about some of the stories they read, which led me to believe they were really serious about changing their family tree. Mm-hmm. And having a discussion with them about finances and seeing how their thinking changed just over the span of 2.5 months was awesome. And so I want to say to you guys, if you're watching this video, I'm not going to say your names because I don't want to call you out on YouTube, niece and nephew-in-law. But I'm proud of you guys because you guys don't even understand how just reading this book has changed your lives. And if you implement what you read, it's gonna go a long way. Mm-hmm. For your kid and for the rest of your family. And hopefully you guys will learn to be a living example, like we have tried to be a living example for you guys and others that we unshamelessly promote Dave Ramsey to everywhere we go.
And we're really excited for what lies ahead for the both of you because you have an opportunity to start at a young age, and there's just so much out there available to you and for you if you just get started now and you stick with it.
Yeah, and that doesn't just go for, you know, my niece and my soon-to-be nephew-in-law. They're engaged. But for anybody that is wanting to change their lives, their financial lives, the lives of close friends and family, I mean, this book, Dave Ramsey, Total Money Makeover, or the podcast and or the website. You don't have to read the book. You can just listen to the free shows that come on YouTube, the free shows that play through his online site. I mean, they're free. Mm-hmm. And I can tell you, I just took me a hot bubble bath, and guess what I was listening to? Dave Ramsey podcast. And I do it all the time. So it's great. And we talk about it so often and so much because that's the reason why we got this channel. Because we changed our lives with it. And now we're starting to see that by us talking about it, it is working in other people's lives, and that's really, really good. And I just wanted to update you guys with that, let you guys know what we have experienced while we've been away briefly.
Yeah.
Also, another one for us is for almost 2 years now, we've been participating and co-leading our couples ministry at church. And one of the first agenda items that we had as a couples ministry is we wanted to bring, you guessed it, FPU to the church. And for a number of reasons. One, we felt like Financial Peace University could benefit a lot of members of the church, right? Get them financially healthy. Two, we also felt that by leading this class at the church, it would allow us to open the doors to the church to members of the community who aren't aware our church is there and what we're doing at the church. So it was a way to bring more members through the door, potential members. or just people seeking to have the fellowship. And so this year we've been informed that our church will be conducting FPU classes. And credit was given to the couples ministry. Your boy, your girl. That's how we do. And our co-leads too. I don't want to call their names out because I don't know if they want to be on the YouTube channel, but they were instrumental in helping us get this idea across to leadership, and now we actually have it in the church. So Dave Ramsey all around. I mean, just a Dave Ramsey update. We putting in FPU. We converted some Dave Ramsey millennials, and that's progress, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
Hopefully, it's able to change other people's lives like it's changed ours.
Definitely.
That's the goal.
Yeah. And so soon we're going to begin working on the young one we got, Junior, and getting him trained in the ways of Dave Ramsey.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, before we go, I'm going to piggyback to the story at Home Depot. So I'm in Home Depot, and I'm looking for an edger and a blower because we're trying to get the yard right for the summer, right? We're going to put down some sod in the backyard so that...
ain't got to know all of that.
Anyway, so we're in there, and I'm looking at this purchase, and we have the cash for the purchase, but I'm hesitant because it's cash, it's money. Nobody wants to part with money. So the guy comes up to me and says, with a Home Depot credit card, you can get this and not pay any cash or something. And I just immediately stonewall went up. I'm like, dude, really? Like, do I give off this aroma of poor? Maybe not poor financially, but poor decision making. Like, I'm not going to get a credit card to save a couple, because I don't want to pay the cash right now. So anyway, proceeded to tell the guy about Dave Ramsey, and he tells me that, oh yeah, I follow Dave Ramsey almost, but I still use a credit card and I pay it off every month, so I have no interest. Now I'm sitting here thinking, like, dude, don't you know that the majority, 90% of credit cards accrue daily interest on any balance held? So how are you not paying any money? Like, again, the whole point is this guy doesn't believe that he's giving away free money. And I don't understand why people, they don't see that. Like, if you're okay with giving away free money, I will put my address down, link below, and just send me your money.
Yeah, we'll take a check.
I'll put it to good use. Anyway, that's my story. I just thought that, that was sort of funny to me. And that probably happens every time I go in a department store. Somebody tries to get me.
It does, because they have to reach a quota.
Every time, and everybody gets the same spiel. So,
and they do.
With that said, I have normal updates.
Even the people that come out to quote the yard work, they know about Dave Ramsey now. Yes, they do.
Yeah, actually, the termite guy came and sprayed for termites last Friday, and he was like, you're going to pay now? I said, no, send me the bill, and we'll pay when we get the bill. And he's like, well, you can pay with a credit card. And I'm like, I'm going to use credit cards. Like, how dare you? I felt like he just slapped me in the face and took my cookie. Because he asked me that, and I felt really offended.
Slap you and took your cookie?
He took my cookie, too.
That's a lie.
And it was a peanut butter Subway cookie. I like the peanut butter Subway cookies. Anyway, don't ask me to get a credit card because I won't, and it might cause me to lose my cool. Anyway, I digress. I'm not going any further about any stories, but that's all I have to say. Do you have anything else to say?
No. That's
all we have to say tonight in this matter. Again, just want to congratulate my niece and nephew-in-law for their newfound journey. And we will be in touch to help you guys navigate the home buying process. The good thing about that is they're on schedule to be debt free when they start their process with their home buying. So the Dave Ramsey sort of coincides with the first time home buyers program. Yeah. And that first time home buyers program talks about some of the same things that Dave Ramsey talks about and teaches. So it's all falling together for them guys. Mm-hmm. And so I'm very proud of you guys. Keep up the good work. Anybody else that is watching, if you're interested in hearing about that first time home buyers program, just leave a comment in the message below, and we will shoot you out that information. Again, I know I've been saying this for about 5 minutes now, but with that said, this has been Marriage and Family Matters.
Where marriage and family
does matter. And so until next time, guys, we will see you.